I'm back.
Howdy.
Have we heard anything about anything?
Nope. Howdy, howdy. Maybe. I think we're all ready. Bobcat woman.
Yep.
That's why high school mod
No.
What's that? I'm watching all Yes, I kept asking whenever I saw him the first weeks that I saw him. I mean, it's
Got it. Let me confirm that.
There she is. Miss Elaine. Where's Rodney? You know where Rodney is? You know where Rodney is? You know where Rodney is?
Alright, they're coming up.
Yeah.
Alright, they're coming on right now, sir.
Okay.
We did a sound
Hey.
Great job emceeing this.
Oh man, crazy. I've done a lot of things, and that's one.
I know it.
Thank you. I had the hearing issue. And then I said, I'll take myself so I called Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. is proud to present the Commandant's own United States Marine Drum and Bugle Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremonies for the 2023 World Association of Marching Show Bands World Championships. To open the official part of our ceremonies, please stand for our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up again for the Commandant's own United States Marine Drum and Bugle Corps. Good evening and welcome. My name is Randy Sanders, and I have served as the chairman of the Wamsb Buchanan Host Committee for the past 2.5 years. And I can tell you what a privilege and honor it has been. An exhausting journey, but a satisfying one, particularly after this past 10 days. And I say 10 days because it was 10 days ago that our first group arrived here in Buchanan, West Virginia, USA. Our friends, the Swissman Winds from Hong Kong, came in a bit early and did some pop-up concerts, entertained our citizens, and made some lifelong friendships. And then it continued, bus after bus arriving into our city, escorted by our finest, members of the Buchanan Police Department, members of the Upshur County Sheriff's Department. And our support from the West Virginia State Police for this week has been unparalleled. We have had not only a community open its arms to the nation, we've had a state and a country open its arms to the international world of music. And I didn't realize it until I became involved in this particular journey, just what a world that is. It's a world of heart, of dedication, of fortitude. I was not in music myself growing up. I was a DJ. I was on the radio. I played the music, but I couldn't read music, and I still can't. Things sound beautiful to me, but to the professionals, they go, well, it's a little pitchy, it's a little off, it's a little this. But that's the beautiful thing about music. A novice like myself can absolutely be enthralled by a presentation of music. And I don't have to worry about, the minute details of it. I can just open my heart and my mind and just enjoy as it's presented and just feel good and just have a heart full of pride. We have a lot to be proud about here in Buchanan, West Virginia, USA, because we have hosted now the 2023 World Association of Marching Show Bands World Championship, and we have welcomed competitors from Hong Kong, Canada, Honduras, El Salvador, Switzerland, Poland, Sweden, Taiwan, Ghana, Ireland, Germany, and from right here in the United States. We have played host to some of the world's finest musicians and have been blessed by the amazing talents that each possess. But beyond the fact that they entertained us, they competed for an international title. They won us over with their warmth and their wonderful personalities. We have made lifelong friends here in our home among the hills. While we hosted the Wamsb 2023 event, the adjudication was handled by officials from the International World Association of Marching Show Bands organization. And tonight we have with us many of those officials, including two gentlemen we'd like to hear from now. If you would please welcome to the podium the Executive Secretary of the World Association of Marching Show Bands, Chris Herrard, and the USA representative, Brian Engelson.
Thank you so much, Randy. And thank you, Buchanan. As we bring the curtains down on the 2023 World Association of Marching Show Bands World Championships here in the scenic heartland of Buchanan, West Virginia, I'm filled with immense pride and admiration for what we have witnessed these past few days. We've experienced a symphony of unity drawn from the heartbeats of 13 nations. Each band has not just performed, but told a story of their culture, their dedication, and their passion. This stage, in the true spirit of music, has been a testament to the harmony that can exist among nations when we choose to celebrate our diversity. To our gracious hosts, the town of Buchanan, we express our deepest gratitude. Your warm hospitality, dedication, and spirit of community have absolutely painted a vibrant backdrop to these championships. In fact, when I talk to the bands, they all talk about the people of Buchanan being the very favorite thing they experienced while they were here. It wasn't the marching, it wasn't the music, it was the people. To all of you, please know that every beat of our drums will carry a memory of your beautiful town, the lively streets, and the welcoming hearts. To the participants, thank you for your dedication, your artistry, and your showmanship that you've shared with us all. Each performance was a reminder of the beauty that can be created when individuals come together as a band, as a team. Remember, it's not the trophies and the medals that define this moment, but the harmony of your performances, the melodies of your fellowship, and the rhythm of your shared experience. Here is to the spirit of music, the magic of marching bands, and the universal language that has brought us all together. As we close this chapter, let us carry this melody forward to our respective corners of the world, enriching the lives of the symphony of unity which we celebrated here. Thank you one and all, and safe journeys. Until we meet again at the next championship being held June 27th to 30th, 2024, in Rastede, Germany. Let's keep the music playing. Thank you so much.
A little less than a week ago, Buchanan began welcoming the world, and we've had incredible concerts, wonderful parades, drumline battles, and a field show competition that brought young musicians together to share their music with each other, the community, and visitors from throughout the world. One of the great experiences I had was watching from the judges' box as the bands returned to the stands directly across from you. As each band would come in, the students would start cheering each other on. Yes, please. Those students have made lifelong friends. And what they're talking about is this place, Buchanan, West Virginia. You, the members of the community, the volunteers, everybody that was involved with this competition I assure you that the students are taking a piece of you with them back to their home. If I can share a story with you just really briefly, this morning I was on the phone with my wife. She's up in Canada right now. She called me to tell me that as she was getting dressed, she had the national news on, and across the news came a story about two Canadian bands. One that had won a first place and one that had won a third place in this place called Buckhannon, West Virginia. And of course there was a sense of national pride, but the story didn't end there. She said then they started to talk about a group of musicians from Poland whose luggage had gone missing on flight to Buckhannon. And the people of Buckhannon came together and they helped to get them instruments and clothes and everything that they needed until their luggage arrived. Now that's in a foreign country, that one up there, Canada. You brought the world to Buckhannon this week. And now the world knows where Buckhannon is. 6 years ago, at the end of our festival, the first one that was held in the US in Palm Springs, I had feelings very much like I have tonight. When we transferred the flag from Palm Springs to Taiwan. Tonight, I know as we close these ceremonies, I know that the standard that this community has set, the organizers and the volunteers, is one that will be very difficult to be met by any city in the future. I thank you, I congratulate you, and you have done America proud with your representation of the Wamsb World Championships. Thank you so very much.
At the age of 65, it's easy for me to look back and think of all the memories that I've acquired over that lifetime. Based here in Buckhannon, Upshur County. I was born and raised in Rock Cave. I made my way here to Buckhannon, the big city, to me at that time, when I was in high school. And then I did take a little, trip away for a while. I pursued a career in the world of pageants with the Miss Universe organization, which took me up north to Pennsylvania for about 31 years. But when it was time for me to start reflecting on the achievements I've had and the journeys I've taken and where I wanted to spend the next years of my life, and of course a close relationship I had with my dear mother, who I miss every day, as she began to fail a little bit in life, I paid more attention to things back home. And it did feel like home, so I came back home around 5 years ago. And I thought I would just kind of blend into the community and just kind of take it easy and fly under the radar. But there was an opportunity that came along, and that was the position of city recorder for the city of Buckhannon. And I was urged by several people, including this next person, to put my name into the hat and maybe become involved with city government. So I did that, and I was appointed to fulfill an unexpired term, and the good citizens here have elected me to continue that term, and now to my first full-time term. So I'm into a few years now, and I love every minute of it. One of the reasons I do is because the city of Buckhannon provides so much to not only the community of Buckhannon, but the county of Upshur in central West Virginia. And we look every 4 years to find a person to lead us into the next chapter. And we are in the midst of a term now by a gentleman who has really stood up and become a magnificent leader. He has proven himself in the private sector with a long, great, distinguished career in the insurance industry. He now leads us economically with the Upshur County Development Authority as he serves as the executive director. But what I am most proud of is his leadership as the mayor of the city of Buckhannon. And I asked him to join us again tonight, as he did at the opening ceremonies, to give remarks and welcome, but to reflect himself on the experiences of these past few days. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable Robbie Skinner, Mayor of Buckhannon.
don't know how I can follow what all's been said, but I do want to say thank you, Mr. Sanders, again. There are also several folks that have worked with Mr. Sanders that I want to highlight, and this doesn't include everybody, but Catherine Hager, if she's here, she's done a fantastic job. Jim Valenson has done a wonderful job. These are all folks that live here in Buchanan. Melody Stemple, Sandra Bennett, who were largely in charge of the wonderful parade yesterday. Wasn't that a great parade? That was one of the best parades that we've had in our city in a long, long time. And also, would be remiss if we didn't thank Brad Kellison. Brad is a longtime resident of Upshur County on Marion Street here in Buchanan. And Brad's been involved with the Strawberry Festival, bringing bands here for decades. And Brad and Randy had this dream a long time ago, back in what seems like a long time ago, 2018-19, to bring this to Buchanan. Brad, wherever you are, we wouldn't be here without you either. So thank you to those folks who gave their time. And I also would be remiss if we didn't thank the nearly 100 City of Buchanan employees that gave their heart and soul to this all week long. That includes our fire department, our police department, street department, sanitary department, waste department, street department. Everybody put all their hands on deck to make this such a successful event. I'm so proud to be the mayor of this community. I was born and raised here. I don't want to live anywhere else. I don't want to be anywhere else. These kind of events, we've had a busy year, but these kind of events, from the Strawberry Festival to the Barbecue Bash to our 4th of July celebration to Wamsb, we have really done our very best to entertain people and to showcase what this community is all about, which is absolutely, as I said it Wednesday night, this is everything small town America should be. And we have to work very hard to keep it that way, and believe you me, we work every day to make sure that we remain one of the best small towns in America. We also want to thank West Virginia Wesleyan College, Elisa Lively, who's here, and President Moore, who couldn't be here. But the college provided a wonderful stage. It's the most beautiful campus in the state. I'm a proud alum of West Virginia Wesleyan, as well as that glorious Buccaneer marching band. I played trombone in 2007 in the Buchanan Band, and that's still the best band in the land. I'll close with this. If this is your first time in Buchanan, I hope that you've had an amazing experience. If you are a resident here, thank you so much for opening your arms, opening your businesses, opening your homes, and just showing everyone what true West Virginia and what true Buchanan hospitality is like. I couldn't be prouder of the 6,000, 7,000 folks that live here and all 25,000 people who live in this county, as well as our surrounding communities. I enjoyed the parade yesterday. Mayor Marco and I tag teamed the parade yesterday together. Jerry, are you here? There he is again. Jerry, thank you again for being a host in our sister city, our twin city next door in Elkins. We are better together. We've built relationships with our neighbors, and we want our region to be the shining star. And with events like this, we're well on our way. Thank you all very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. And please, if you're not from here, come back and see us, and come back often. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Skinner. And Mayor Marco, again, thank you for your great partnership. And I appreciate the mayor allowing me to do the introductions of some other hard-working individuals. When we began this journey, City of Buchanan was the first to step up and provide us funding for a 501c3 that was then created, and was then our responsibility to continue the journey to Wamsb 2023. So we had to go out and raise additional funds. We had to build an infrastructure. We had to work on marketing, really sell the idea throughout the community. As a 501c3, you're required to have a board of directors. And sometimes those board of directors are made up of people in name only, and not always a lot of effort is put forth by those members. That is not the case with our board of directors. Our board of directors include Barbara Helmick, who is the Secretary Treasurer, Amby Jenkins. Laura Meadows was with us for quite a while she served as Executive Director of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. But this next person has really taken us to a whole new level. The mayor mentioned the fact that she's with West Virginia Wesleyan College. She does serve as Dean of Students and Director of Community Activities. But, you know, as I looked around and asked for creative ideas, she was there. When I asked for help with social media, she was there. When I asked for a liaison back with the college, she was that liaison. Just when you had a frustrating day, you know, and you thought, I don't know if we're going to pull this off, there was positivity for her. So I would like for you to recognize really one of the unsung heroes of events such as this, particularly if it's tied to West Virginia Wesleyan College. Every student that walks across the stage to receive a diploma is a member of her family. Every time one comes back to visit Buchanan, she welcomes them with open arms. She is the heart and soul of West Virginia Wesleyan College, the Dean of Students, Elisa Lockley. Would you please stand? Step out here a little bit so they can see you. And while we're talking about West Virginia Wesleyan College, I can't begin to say how much they have put into this production, this event. Again, when we started this journey, there were no lights at all on this field. They stepped up, they put temporary lights in for us, so we would have lighting. And I know that their goal was to have permanent lighting soon. Not that many weeks ago, when we were inspecting the bleachers and making sure everything was safe, we found that press box had some inadequate structure problems. And it was a point in time where they said, we don't think you can use the press box. And I'm going, my Lord, how in the world can we bring adjudicators in here from all over the world? I sat down with Stanley White, the director of the operations here for facilities, and President Moore and Denny McMasters, the CEO, CFO, and we just said, we got to make this happen. And within days, they had the wherewithal and the company necessary to rebuild the foundation on that press box and to make sure that we had a safe, secure, and adequate facility to produce this event. So a round of applause for West Virginia Wesleyan College and all they put into this. And Dr. Robert Palmer, who is here to build a beautiful marching band himself on the field behind me. I gotta give a shout out to him because he came in and he really helped carry us across the finish line along with some of the others. But Dr. Palmer, would you please stand and be recognized? I know he's ready for a couple of days off as well. Well, as the mayor said, you know, he loves Buchanan High School. I graduated in 1976. And as we mentioned the other day, I think there were about 222 band members at that time, but we had the largest graduating class in the history of Buchanan High School, and I think that record still stands today. Well, the heart and soul of Buchanan is still alive, and we have a fabulous group of young people that's going to entertain you right now. So let's start putting our hands together because now entering the stadium is our host band for this week's events. The Buchanan High School Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Tyler Persky and Mrs. Taylor High. Joining them for our ceremony tonight is Mrs. Erin Spangenberg, band director at Buchanan Middle School. Now, the three directors of Buchanan will join the BU Band to commemorate the closing of an historic event held here in Buchanan, West Virginia, Wamsb 2023. The band will begin by playing homage to West Virginia Wesleyan College with My Home Among the Hills, and then close, you will hear the high school's fight song entitled Blue and White, which will be directed by this year's drum major, Heather Hayes. And the band has asked us to express their sincere thanks to the Wamsb organization for this opportunity, to our visiting bands and the nations for making this event so incredible, and to you in the audience for celebrating it with us. So let's go, band, let's go.
You're too kind. You're too kind. Great week. I'm looking forward to hearing the end of the ceremony. I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
They show up ready?
One more time for the Buckhannon Upstream High School Marching Band. Rostock is a municipality in the Amberland district in Lower Saxony, Germany. It's situated about 12 kilometers north of Oldenburg. It is the site of the Sklosterstraat, and the Straat Railway station is located at the Oldenburg-Wamsb Railway, and I probably mispronounced every one of those words. That's why I went fast and kind of mumbled. So that's my secret. Well, the reason I mention that is the next World Association of Marching Show Bands World Championships will be there in Rostock, Germany. To celebrate this honor, we are dedicating the next portion of our evening to the 2024 Wamsb event. To help us with this, please welcome back the announcer for this year's competition from Texas Tech, Mr. Keith Bearden. Keith?
You chuckled there. I heard that, Mr. Sanders. I was going to say some nice things about you, but I still will. You know, in Texas, we have a saying, when you come across a guy that says this and does something different, we say they're all hat and no cattle. This guy has the cattle. He's done a great job. Let's give him a hand. Another hand. Who else can pull Lee Greenwood in here and the United States Marine Band from Washington, D.C.? I was flabbergasted. That was a coup de grace. Thank you. Okay, yes, sir. And the next band coming on the field, and you've heard me butcher this name all week, but I'm going to try one more time. The Spielmannzug Hot Set Band from Germany under the direction of Melanie Falter. They're a fife and drum, piccolo flute drum band, which is a little different. Very common in Europe, not so much in the United States. But in one World Championships in Wamsb, we have all kinds of groups perform. Drum bands, all brass bands, bugle bands, the whole works. It's amazing. I've heard accordion bands. So it's really unique of what Wamsb does. And I will, while this band's coming on, I want to give a word of appreciation from Mr. Robert Eklund, our president of Wamsb, who could not be here. He extends his warmest greetings to the city of Buchanan. Probably the most Googled word over the last year is Buchanan, West Virginia. Like, where's that? Now everybody knows. Everybody knows. I had to Google it. I knew where Morgantown was because we like to come down and beat them in football. No, gotcha. We gave you our old coach, and that's okay. Okay, let's give it up for the great Spielmannzug Hot Set Band from Germany.
You're a brave man.
Good evening.
How are you? How are you? How are you?
Fine. You?
Good, good. You ready to take this thing over?
Yeah. You're happy that you've done the most things? Yes. Yeah. Or you'll sleep better.
I will sleep my sleep. Were you the director for a while? Were you the director of the stand? You're a consultant. And a travel agent. How would you like to, how would I say this? Two bands, Calgary campus.
Yeah.
It is a nice I've never seen that microphone in my whole life on a drum. I couldn't figure out where the mute was, where the mute was. Only way to go for beer.
The Spielmann Zoo Hutset Band from Germany. Randy mentioned they're from near Oldenburg. That's just 10 minutes from Restede, so very close. They'll be one of the home bands next year, I'm sure. That's exciting. So this is a big tradition in Wamsb. We pass the host city flag to the next host city. This is a big tradition. We have the host city flag, and it means a lot to be able to host a world championship. The organizers or the people who are going to host come to Chicago every year and present the materials to the board. They have to show financial ability, community support, organizational support. And when this guy walked in a few years ago, he left and we go, wow, who was that? That was amazing. He had, I mean, every I dotted, every T crossed. It was a remarkable presentation, and I can see why all of you guys are backing him up. So I'd like to ask to come onto the field our three representatives of the Wamsb board, Mr. Chris Herod, who's our communications officer, Mr. Brian Ingleson, who's our USA rep, and Mr. Hans-Dieter Buchau, who's our Germany and European rep. And they're going to come out and present the flag, and we have the two hosts for the next show in Restede, Germany, which is up in the northern part of Germany, and these guys do a phenomenal job. Torsten Wilters and Stefan Scheffler. If you would all come out, we have the host city flag to transfer to you. Let's give them a round of applause. This will be for the 2024 World Association of Marching Show Bands Championship.
Thank you, Keith. And would our future host for 2024 like to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, welcome, Buchanan. And yeah, I say thank you very much for being here. We have had a great event. A warm embrace from your community. And first, my English is not the best. I can speak better German, but I'm a musician, and then I think it's not the problem. Then I'm sure you know notes are the only letters and signs you can read around the world, and it's the only signs that bring people together. Then all musicians can the same piece play around the world with notes. And our idea is we arrange a festival since 1952, and we do this each year. And our motto is since the beginning, we build bridges across the border. And I am sure we build next year the biggest bridges that we ever done. And we invite you all, the bands, the spectators, the musicians to come to Rastede next year in the north of Germany. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mayor Skinner, if you'll join me over near the podium. So yes, we have been preparing for 2.5 years for this event, as I know that our colleagues in Rastede, Germany are doing the same. And while I have been recognized and I appreciate the thanks that has been sent my way, believe me, I had a small part in all of this. It took a lot of effort, a lot of work, and for the past 6 months or so, we've been preparing this city for this event. For the past 1.5 years, we've been preparing this city for not only another robust West Virginia Strawberry Festival, but we welcome back to the city for the first time in several years, the Almost Heaven Barbecue Bash. And of course, we were setting the stage to bring the world's eyes on the Buchanan, West Virginia, USA. And it's only fitting that we truly recognize the heroes, truly recognize those individuals responsible for making this happen. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just our board of directors. It wasn't just Mayor Skinner, with President Moore here at the college, or all of the other people's names you hear quite a bit in the newspapers. Yes, I do do a lot of interviews. And the only reason I was so confident that we could pull this off is because of the nearly 100 employees of the city of Buchanan. So we felt it's only proper for the employees of the city of Buchanan to carry Wamsb's traveling flag onto the field and present it to our friends in Rastede, Germany, so they can take it back to their team of volunteers, their team of people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll join me, give it up. Please stand and recognize the employees of the city of Buchanan. These are the men and women who have paid the biggest price and worked the 14-hour days, 7 days a week, prepared this city for this moment. We've been very proud to have the possession of this World Championship host city flag for the past year. And that's right, please. Andy Jenkins, Barb Helmick, Chief Kimball, Chief Gregory, Steve Wyckoff, just so many. Thank you. All right, we're going to let you pass it on to these two directors from Rastede, Germany. I'll tell you what, stay so that we get photos. Turn back around this way. Let them come. You on one side, you on the other. All right? Yeah, let's straighten it up again like this. Okay? There we go. The city of Buchanan proudly presents the Wamsb host city flag for Rastede, Germany. It's all yours.
you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes, if you notice the tassels that hang down, the name of every host city that's ever produced this event are on there, including the newest entry, Buchanan, WV, USA. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Ann. O'Keefe. 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 Is that his name, O'Keefe? No. Keith. Yeah, but I need one more thing from you. You told me that name. He's a good man to have when you're in a pinch. Well, if you've been paying attention to these competitions, as we've said many, many times, the talent is phenomenal. But there has to be a winner, right? In all the years I've produced pageantry, I've started out with a large group of young women who were competing, but ultimately it came down to that one person who had something special, who just had that it factor. A little different in this type of competition. You have to have more than just an it factor, more than just a nice personality. You've got to have some real talent, creativity, the ability to get a crowd on their feet. And this next performance, they've done just that. So much so that they won the 2023 World Association of Marching Show Bands World Championships. So the Calgary Stampede Show Band was created in 1971 to serve as the musical ambassadors for the Calgary Stampede. The group features over 140 performers between the ages of 16 and 21. Together they perform year-round and make over 200 appearances annually, including concerts, parades, competitions, special events, complex marching field shows. They are proud promoters of Western heritage and values and are committed to a high level of innovative performance art. The Stampede Show Band program is designed to develop youth within the performing arts and encourage each member to achieve musical, performance, and personal excellence. Their members develop athleticism, artistry, and confidence that comes from honing skills through hard work and persistence. Through the more than 1,000 hours of activity each year, with a high-energy performance, members gain valuable life skills, including leadership, goal setting, and teamwork. In 2014, the show band received the distinguished Sutler Shield from the John Philip Sousa Foundation, one of the highest forms of recognition for marching band programs. In 2017, the Stampede Show Band represented Calgary in Canada as they competed at the prestigious World Music Contest in Holland, where they earned a gold medal with distinction. The show band returned to Drum Corps International Sound Sport and Drumline Battle competitions in 2018 and swept their categories with awards for Best in Class, Drumline Battle Champion, Outstanding Performance, and Best of Show. The Calgary Stampede Show Band was proud to participate in the fourth time in the prestigious Rose Parade in Pasadena, California in 2019. The band is proud to now be a 7-time world champion of marching show bands. Ladies and gentlemen, we turn the field over proudly to the Calgary Stampede Show Band!
Hey, Rodney.
it's all right, they'll play a couple
Please.
tunes.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Get me as close to dark as possible.
Yeah, great.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you for being patient with me.
Oh no, this is great. You were bang on. You were bang on. It was 8:16 when you started.
I've been doing this for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, that was good. And I was able to let them know. And so this is good.
And I want to finish my relationship.
What's that? Yeah, when you've had some experience, you can.
Yeah.
That's good. This is awesome.
You got it. And the thing about it, I appreciate you coming out.
They set up. This way, to center on this thing. Yeah. Now that the competition's over. Yeah, now that for the crowd.
Absolutely. Mr. Man of the Hour, Mr. Sanders.
myself in summer nights and stars lit up like candlelight. I make my wish, but mostly I make my wish, but mostly I
Seriously, I don't get to take pictures. It makes a big difference.
All right, so that was our 2023 program entitled Sonic Playground. Yeah, give it up one more time, come on. So as mentioned, yeah, we are the Calgary Stampede Show Band. What we're gonna do now is do something a little different than the field show. So as mentioned before, we do over 200 performances a year. We also play majority of our time at the Calgary Stampede, which is a 10-day festival up in Canada, where it's like a rodeo, fairgrounds, concerts going on, and then we also play a bunch of pep band tunes. So we're gonna set up right now, and we're gonna play a few of our pep band tunes, and hopefully you guys can sing along or clap along, clap if you like something. And then we're also gonna just do a presentation right now. So if we could get Randy up here.
Sorry.
Hello, everyone. Thanks again for coming out tonight and this whole week. My name's Aaron. I'm one of the program managers with the Calgary Stampede. I just wanted to add one more bit of thanks on behalf of our group, and I'm sure on behalf of all of the bands here, for the chance for our students to come and showcase what they've been working so hard on, but most importantly, for your hospitality and your warm welcome. We wear a white hat. The white cowboy hat is not just part of our uniform, it's a symbol of the Calgary Stampede and of the city of Calgary. And so in the spirit of building bridges, we want to offer just a small gesture and offer you, Randy, a white hat.
I want to give this a try. If those of you that know me personally, you know I have a big head. In a couple of ways. But I do wear a pretty good sized hat, but let's see how it works.
All right, I'm gonna ask for one thing before they start playing some tunes. I want some participation from you all. All right, so at the Stampede, instead of yeehaw, since we're a Western band, we actually say Yahoo! So let's try and get you all to say Yahoo on 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Yahoo! All right, let's do it louder so everybody in West Virginia can hear. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
and gentlemen, the Calgary Stampede Show Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's really make some noise for the Calgary Stampede Show Band. Well, you guys know what's coming next, I'm sure. As the Calgary Stampede Show Band clears the field, we're getting ready for the finale of all finales for the Marching Show Band Championship, the World Association of Marching Show Band Championship for 2023, with a glorious fireworks presentation. You've got just a few minutes to go visit the vendors, or go to the restroom, do whatever you think you need to do over the next couple of minutes. We're shooting for 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. You're going to see a magnificent extravaganza of fireworks for the first time in my memory here on the campus of West Virginia Wesleyan College. You don't have to worry about me coming back out after that. This is it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful journey for 2.5 years. On behalf of all the citizens of Buchanan, of our board of directors, for the Wamsb Buchanan Host Committee, for each and every one of our sponsors, please thank our sponsors. My name is Randy Sanders. Good night, and God bless.
No, she was with me. 9 o'clock. Yes, you can witness.
No, you don't want to.
I would tell you the truth. What is it? You know that. Do we have contact?
Kill the lights! Lights!
Kill the lights!
Turn off the lights! Kill the lights!
There it is.